Oh, looks like I'm live. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. I don't know how long I was live there for, but hey, everyone. I'm Eric from What Did I Miss? Thank you for joining me. This is my first live stream ever. So if it sucks, I apologize, but I'll be trying my best here. But thanks for joining. I'm just going to play some Star Trek Resurgence here. If you have any questions, let me know. I haven't really planned anything besides to play the game. So if you're just here to see the game, that's cool too. I'm going to start a new character and see what's going on. If there's any issue with like audio or anything like that, let me know. Again, this is the first time I've done this. So, but yeah, let's start playing a character. Let's set one up. This is just me firing up the game. I'm coming into this game blind. I have just read some no spoilers reviews about it. I just fired up one character just to make sure the game would work, but I didn't do anything. So I'm going into this blind. So hopefully this will be pretty cool. All right, begin. Dramatic. Let me know if there's an issue with the audio or anything like that. I like the music so far, that's for sure. Hey, what's up, Chuck? One of my biggest fans. Thanks for all your support, bud, and always checking out my videos and leaving comments. I appreciate it. Oh, trouble in paradise here. I'm noticing the video's a little glitchy. It must be the live stream because it wasn't doing this when I tried it earlier. So it looks like she's Bajoran. Yeah, she's the one from the cover. Let's go with 3. I've seen worse. Oh, thanks, Chuck. That's real nice. One thing I noticed is that while the game is playing, it's like hijacked my mouse. So I can't do anything. I have to pause the game if I want to do anything else. So that's why I can't like feature your comments or anything. Oh, so that was also just the intro. So this is TNG era. I believe that it's supposed to be like right after Nemesis. So probably maybe in the same year or the year after. That's what the ships look like, definitely. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That looked like the episode titles from like the Next Generation. Used so standard keyboard movements. All right. Checking it. Oh, well, how do I? Oh, I got to turn my perspective. No biggie. So far, the game looks pretty cool. I'll say that. Is this guy trying to flirt with his commander? Hey, Pete. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, let's knock this guy down a peg or two. Plus, we're a Bajoran. Bajorans are always kind of like cold and rough around the edges, so we got to play the part, right? Okay. What am I supposed to do? Oh. Thank you, Pete. He said, great sounds, great audio. Oh, yeah, that guy's what, a lieutenant? Let's be a little humble here. The pleasure is mine. Oh, ensign. I think I saw on YouTube that it takes like 9 hours to finish this whole game. So I'm planning on going for like an hour. If it's fun, like maybe I'll just do another hour every week or something for a while. But I thought it'd be cool to do this week because, of course, we've got next Thursday will be the beginning of season 2 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which is awesome. So I figured this would be a cool way to celebrate that, maybe talk about that a little bit too. If you guys want to talk about Strange New Worlds, I'm super excited. I think we're going to see some more Khan. I think like there's already been some hints that there's going to be time travel. I don't want to forget what I'm doing here. Oh, is a Boolean? I'm looking for someone with blue skin. Okay. I don't want to talk and forget what I'm doing. But I think that we might actually see Kirk and La'an, Nooney, and Singh go back to the 90s. And that would be when like the original Khan, Nooney, and Singh was supposed to be alive. How do I get around? What the heck? It was supposed to be alive. And that would be awesome to see. Oh, what am I doing? Oh, so there's okay. So let's examine information. There's 4 docs. EFD. Another thing over here. Hello, Rebecca Hatfield. Cater. All right. So I'm looking for a Boolean. Oh, there's a Boolean. Ermot. Wasn't the Boolean on TNG that was the barber? Wasn't he named Mott? I wonder if that's a callback to that. You're Ermot. So the Resolute is, yeah, the name of the ship that we're on. It was fine. What have you heard? Keep my name out your mouth. Okay, so Dominion War, so it's after the Dominion War. Oh, I'm not controlling. Oh, so that's the Resolute, I suppose. Oh, interesting design. I just keep going with number one. I like these choose your own adventure things. It reminds me of when I was a kid reading those like choose your own adventure books, and like, go to page 5 to choose this, go to page 10 to choose this, go to page 15. There's not a lot of action though, and usually in these types of games. So if you're expecting a lot of space battles and stuff like that, it's probably not going to be a lot of that. But the story has been getting very good reviews. Press enter to explore the impact of your choices. Okay, cool. Oh, cool. Okay, so I got this back. So I'm going to let's see what happens here. So thanks everyone for your comments. Again, if you want to ask me a question about anything, about YouTube, about Star Trek, you want to talk about Strange New Worlds coming out next week, what's going on with Star Trek thanks to the writer's strike, anything you want to know. So this is how so far we've affected people we've spoken to. Mixed first impression. What? Abrasive yet inquisitive while showing empathy. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Bajoran, so you know what? I'm going to turn the music volume down a little bit. I feel like that's a little loud. Yeah, Chuck, I agree. He says Strange New Worlds crossover should be great. I can't wait for that. Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks will be crossing over. I believe it'll be episode 7. Oh, I got to do something. I believe it's going to be episode 7 of 10. And yeah, Jonathan Frakes directed it. I love both those casts, and it should be a lot of fun. Find the plasma torch. It's got to be this thing, right? Yeah. I know my TNG era props. Clear the corrosion. Yeah, those old scientists, right? Chuck mentioned that's the name of the. Oh, okay. I see. So there we go. Do it. So yeah, I guess in this game we follow 2 characters. This is the other one. What do I have to do? Oh, weird. This is weird. It really put you through the ringer with all the different thoughts. Now I got to hit S. What? Jeez. Just pick a control. Oh, come on. Now I got to do more stuff. I'm just kidding. Oh, no, I'm not. What the hell is this? D plus. Wait, what? Now I really don't know what to do. What am I supposed to do? Oh, hold it down. There we go. Hopefully they don't keep changing up these controls. Ah, the lower decks, right on time with what we were talking about. I think it's kind of cool. Hey, Dustin D says a lot of burn marks on the sensor coil. I think it's cool that like the Lower Decks animated show pretty much started with an idea from the TNG episode Lower Decks. I always liked that episode. I thought it was cool. I remember the first time watching it, like, this is a really cool concept, seeing what like other background characters do. You don't really see that much. It's surprising. Use shift. I'm using shift, but it's not letting me run. That's cool. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Chuck A says Tawny and Jack are so great in Lower Decks. I agree. I love both those characters and actors. Jack Quaid, of course, has gotten a lot more famous since he first started with Lower Decks with The Boys on, excuse me, on Amazon, and he was in that Scream movie. I don't know which Scream movie he was in because I don't watch those movies that much anymore. But he seems like a really cool guy. Plus, like, his parents were Dennis Quaid and Meg Ryan. Like, how cool is that? And then Tawny Newsome. I mean, if you've ever heard her talk, she is a huge Star Trek fan, and I love it when like fans of Star Trek get involved with Star Trek. And she's now writing. I know she's writing for the new show Star Trek Starfleet Academy. I'm not sure if they're going to let her write for Lower Decks or like Strange New Worlds or anything. But oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, the video's choppy, guys. It's got to be the live stream. It's taking a lot out of my computer. Yeah, let's not be a jerk to a Vulcan. You don't ever win a talking match with a Vulcan. They're a Trill. Oh, so we really are Lower Decks. We're just doing like upkeep tasks on this ship. Let's go with number 2. Oh, thanks, Chuck. Chuck says that my Strange New Worlds episode reviews are good. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. And honestly, I really appreciate all the support that I've got. Like, it's crazy to me to see some of these view counts on these videos, and to think that like over 100,000 people have listened to me talk about Star Trek, about like a Star Trek episode. I have a video that's gonna probably hit over 1 million views, maybe this year. It's crazy to me to see stuff like that. Now I'm closing in on 40,000 subscribers. It just means a lot. So thank you everyone for your support. Just if you've ever just watched my videos, hit that like button and subscribed, or just any kind of support, I really appreciate it. I never thought that I'd really be able to do this. Oh, there's that guy was in the other story. So these stories just must be going on at the same time. Oh, thank you. Nice comments about my episode. Sorry if you missed earlier. This game like hijacks my mouse, so in order for me to click over to show comments, I have to stop the game and free my mouse to click over to the other software. So sorry that I'm not sharing your comments. I'll try and verbally share them, but thank you, Michael and Dustin D, for those very nice comments. And I really appreciate everyone who's been listening and watching my podcast. That's something new I started this year. It's been going really well so far. I really enjoy that format. So I'm glad that people have responded well to it, and I'm going to keep doing it every week. I like it because I could talk about Star Trek, which is like what most of the people that listen and watch my videos are into, but I can branch off into other stuff, and maybe I talk about something that you were on the fence about or didn't even know about, and then maybe hearing from me, you check it out and you enjoy it. So I love that part of it, and I'm really glad that I started that podcast. In case you don't know, every Monday I've got a podcast, WDIM News, that comes out. So make sure you check that out. I usually always talk about Star Trek, at least for like the first 10 minutes, even if there's nothing to talk about. I find something to talk about. And then I go into, other trailers that were released, other news. I try to keep you up to date on the writer's strike. All right, what the heck am I doing here? Oh, okay, gotcha. It's hard to see that thing. Okay, there I go. Okay, go. Magnetic boots. We all remember the magnetic boots from what was that? Undiscovered Country. Russian proverb, Cinderella. If shoe fits, wear it. I do really bad accents. I apologize. Oh, thanks for watching my podcast every week, Chuck. Thank you very much. Dustin D bringing up Babylon 5. I hope everybody saw my announcement about the new Babylon 5 animated movie. I think that's going to be, oh yeah, First Contact, magnetic boots too. Oh, that's a big spider. Yeah, a spider just crawled across my desk. Anyway, yes, Dustin D brought up the boots from First Contact. Very cool. One of Worf's best scenes, I think. Assimilate this. All right, so we're in episode 2 or 3? At least 2. It's the nuclear vessels. How cool was it that Chekhov came back for the finale of Picard? Man, like just hearing his voice, I knew it right away. And it just was like, oh, this episode's going to be good. Like, I just knew as soon as I heard it, I knew the episode was going to be good. And it's so cool that they brought him back. Did they bring somebody back from every series? No, nobody from Enterprise. Because Picard brought people back from Voyager, DS9, and the Next Generation. Right, Anton Chekhov. Okay, we're walking. Oh, we're her again. I probably should be paying more attention to the game, but I'm just talking. All right. Okay, I have to do something in here. Anybody catch what I was supposed to do? Whoops-a daisies. That spider just threw me off. I do not need superpowers. All right. Inspect diploma. Starfleet Academy. I wish I could show you guys his comments. Here, maybe. How do I? Okay. I don't trust this guy. He looks kind of like the comic book version of Jonah Jameson. Yep. Jonathan Frakes definitely directed the episode of Strange New Worlds and Lower Decks. And Mike McMahon, the creator of Lower Decks, I believe at least wrote the dialogue for his characters. I don't think he wrote the whole episode, but I know that he was involved. So it's not just like, sometimes when like characters show up in other shows, they just don't act like themselves at all. I hate that. I don't think we'll see that. And you could already tell that from the short trailer that we saw with them, with Boimler, like kind of geeking out after Spock said, live long and prosper. And he's like, you also live. That was so awesome. What a great scene to put in a trailer. Good idea, whoever that idea was. All right, so this captain did something wrong, and he's sad. You can definitely tell this is a different company than who does Star Trek Online. Everything looks pretty different. I don't really play Star Trek Online anymore. I used to a lot. I was even involved in the beta when it first came out. But I don't know. I don't think it's aged well. Those MMORPGs, it's hard, when they're so old. I even tried to play World of Warcraft a few months ago, and I can only play it for a week, and then I got bored. And I used to love that game. Oh, I feel like Dustin D may have already played this game. No spoilers, okay, bud? I haven't played this yet, and I don't know what's going to happen, so please no spoilers in the comments. Is she Bajoran? Am I wrong in that? Or is she Bajoran? That ridge looks pretty pronounced. Chuck says more Gorn in season 2. Last season episode should have been called The Children of the Gorn. I think it's really interesting that Strange New Worlds decided to use the Gorn. Oh, she's a new alien. Dustin D says that the main character is a new alien. Thank you. Because as we all know, the first contact with the Gorn and Starfleet is supposed to happen in the arena. So the Enterprise can't have first contact with the Gorn on Strange New Worlds. So it's really interesting to me that they're doing that, because like why would you pick a an alien race as your main villain that you can't have first contact with? It's interesting. It's like the Romulans too. I mean, when they used the Romulans in the first season, it was in an alternate future, so that doesn't really count. Like they didn't really contact the Romulans. I mean, that was really clever the way they did that, but with the Gorn, they're coming dangerously close to breaking canon. So I guess every time one of those pictures shows up, we've done something to affect our status with these characters. So the captain was confused by Jar's combination of both humility and obvious ambition after their first meeting. Probably because I wasn't paying attention to my answers, obviously. But oh, now it won't let me out at all. Oh, what is going on? Before, when I did this, it let me out, and now it won't. Now I'm totally stuck. Oh, Chuck A says he actually met the actor who played the Gorn in the episode The Arena. That had to be pretty cool. I mean, that scene is silly to watch now, but that's so iconic. Like, Dustin D asks, "Did you like the TOS episode Balance of Terror more, or Strange New World? What is it? Errand of Mercy." That's difficult because obviously, like TOS episodes don't always age great because I mean they were made 100 years ago or whatever. I don't know. Balance of Terror is so classic. Mark Leonard. Um, it sets up the rhyme. It's such a like a submarine type episode that was really smart to do, to really turn a spaceship into a submarine. And there's obvious allusions to the Cold War and stuff like that. And there's so much about that's good. And then you talk about Errand of Mercy, it just built off all of that from Balance of Terror. But as far as like alternate, future episodes go, Errand of Mercy is one of the best. I mean, they really did it well. I love how they started with like the older version of Pike talking to the younger version. And how it was about, spoilers, I guess everybody probably watching this stream has watched the first season of Strange New Worlds, but when it was revealed that it wasn't even about Pike, it was about Spock. Like Pike had to do this because Spock was more important than he is. That was just so smart and really like really made that episode great. So yeah, I think in both ways, in their own way, they're both great episodes. I probably have to give the nod to Balance of Terror though, because Errand of Mercy built off that. But yeah, both great episodes. Strange New Worlds really had some great episodes in the first season. I really liked the silly one. Chuck says that he met Mark Leonard before. He was so good as any character he appeared as. Yeah, he definitely was. So he was 3 characters, is that correct? He was the Klingon in the motion picture, and then of course the first Sarek. Is that, I think Mark Leonard was only 3 characters. But yeah, he was great. I can't see the cursor. Where's the stupid cursor? Oh, this is annoying. Can I move? There we go. Okay, that was the problem, not the cursor. But yeah, back to Strange New Worlds first season. What was it? Something Elysium. I can't remember the exact name of the episode, but where like they went to like a fairy tale land, and every actor got to ham it up as like another kind of performance. Just so good. Just like I just loved it. Dustin D. It's hard to beat the classic Balance of Terror. graphics, Aaron or Mercy felt nicer to watch. I'm still not convinced on Paul Wesley being Kirk. Yeah. I read an interview with Paul Wesley, and he says that he is intentionally trying to create a different Kirk. So the fact that fans have kind of picked up on that makes sense, but why? I mean, like I can understand Anson Mount trying to do some things with Captain Pike, but we don't have that much of Captain Pike, when you're doing a character so look at like what Ethan Peck is doing with Spock. I think I read somewhere where the basis for this version of Spock, I think Akiva Goldsman said this, the showrunner and creator of Strange New Worlds, that the basis for this version of Spock on Strange New Worlds is the smiling Spock from The Cage. You know how everybody says that like that's out of canon, that Spock smiled when he was like looking at the plant life on the planet, and that was breaking canon or whatever. Hey Paula. Oh, the Gorn episode of TOS is on TV right now. That's crazy. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Okay, let me try and see if I can get these comments in, because I feel bad that you guys are commenting, but I can't. Okay, here we go. Let me get some of these comments up so you guys can read them, because they're pretty good. And sorry, like I said, I'm doing a few things here at a time. This is my first live stream, so try to keep it all together. Oh, so Chuck A, if Will Wheaton interviewed Paul Wesley, it would be Wesley talking to Wesley. Yeah, yep, that is true. But anyway, so yeah, I think Paul Wesley is trying to create his own version of Kirk, and I don't know if that's a great idea. I mean, Spock is different in Strange New Worlds because it's a younger Spock, but like I still see Spock in Ethan Peck's performance. Like I don't. It doesn't feel that foreign to me, like some of the stuff that Paul Wesley's done as Kirk. Like Paul Wesley just doesn't have that, like, and Chris Pine did have it, that like that joie de vivre, that kind of je ne sais quoi that those actors have. Oh crap, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. It'll probably glow. I heard about that fan film. Let me see if I can. So Dustin D just had something to say. I haven't watched many fan films, but I've heard some good things about them. Oh crap. Okay. I gotta concentrate on this one. Two nodes to center the circular indicators. What kind of damn? I don't know what to do. Oh, so that guy's supposed to be in the middle? I gotcha. All right. Oh, okay, cool. Not that hard. But yeah, I will agree. I'm not sold on Paul Wesley as Kirk yet. I do like Ethan Peck's Spock. I might even. I don't know. I don't know if I want to say that. I mean, I definitely don't like it more than Leonard Nimoy, but you can tap the puck. Okay, I gotta show this one. Thank you very much, Sasha. My English most of the time needs some practice, so. I'm no Q, that's for sure, with my French. What do you guys think of Q showing up in Strange New Worlds? I wish it would have ended without that. I thought it kind of ended perfect with that last shot of them playing cards. Oh, she hit a wedding ring. Is that what she hit? So this guy is medical. Yeah, I want to see the doctor come back. I want to see. Oh my God, why am I blanking on his name? I follow him on Robert Picardo. I want to see him come back. Although, like, I understand, like, with his character, he was a hologram. So how do you bring him back? You know, it's kind of. I mean, you could. It was hard enough trying to explain why Data aged. How you gonna explain how a friggin' hologram aged? Maybe just have him come back in the animated series then. It makes sense. They got Voyager cast members already on Prodigy. They should bring the Doctor back for Prodigy. Although I think they said during Voyager that his EMH program was already obsolete by the end of Voyager. So maybe that's why. Okay, he's Bajoran. De-aging, yeah.
The storm's emissions are fluctuating, coming in waves. And if my projections are right, we're about to get hit by a wideband burst of ionic energy, like a tsunami.
If I only have one choice, why do I have to make it? Yeah, Dustin D says Robert Picardo does look almost the same as 25 years ago. That's not far from the truth. He's got an interest. He's kind of an interesting guy. He runs a YouTube channel too, and like does like short character pieces. Some of them are hits. The first time I ever saw him though was in Inner Space as the cowboy. Who else remembers Roberto Picardo as the cowboy from Inner Space? How hilarious was that character? Which starred Meg Ryan, and Dennis Quaid, who gave birth to Jack Quaid in a little Star Trek 6 degrees of separation or 6 degrees of saucer separation, whatever you want to call it. I missed it. Why is she in command? It's a Nexus wave. Oh, you don't want to be outside when something like that happens. That warp core. DZAM. Captain is in meeting on the station. Thank you, Dustin D. Don't they have robots by now to do this?
It should allow us to stop the EPS flow to the warp engine without triggering an automatic core shutdown.
Okay. So I did, in case anybody has not bought this game yet and is thinking about buying it, I got it for like $32. I downloaded it on my PC. There was a discount code, like a 10% discount or something, but I think that was only for the PC version because The PC version had some issues at launch. And I think the issues are resolved as far as I can tell. So if you want to download it on your PC, it'd be about $32, $33. I think the other games are $49.99, I believe, like for PS4 or PS5. Use 1 to equip phaser. Use burp to aim. Burp. Boom. What? Get out the way. Paula Bender says, I came in late. What are we watching? So this is Star Trek Resurgence. This is a new a video game that came out for Star Trek. It's been planned for a while. Use phaser to clear path. Okay, 1. Oh, okay. So I still got to do. What am I doing? Oh, I'm not aiming. I'm just shooting. What am I doing? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Hey, what are you doing? Get off of me. Yeah, what's up now? Ah! Die. Finally get to do something. Pew, pew. Am I supposed to be walking while I do this? Because these guys keep resin. Hey, stop. I gotcha. Yeah, how about you help, girl? Come on. Doing all the heavy lifting here. What am I... Kind of feels a little about this is a little like Grand Theft Auto in space, just shooting people. Oh, so I am supposed to be. Ooh, what happened? Did I die? Uh-oh, there's these things all around me. Uh-oh. What is going on? Not doing so hot. I thought we were just chilling. Now we're shooting stuff. Where's Worf when you need him, right? I loved Michael Dorn as Worf in the last season of Picard. He really kicked butt. I prefer Worf in Deep Space Nine. Who else is with me? I think the Worf in Deep Space Nine is way cooler than Next Generation. Like, I understand all that Worf and Michael Dorn did for Klingons and their history and stuff while he was on the Next Generation. His character was just so much more interesting, though, on Deep Space Nine. Like the episode where he's a prisoner of war and he's just like a gladiator mowing down Jem'Hadar left and right. Friggin' awesome. Nobody on Star Trek has ever looked that badass. What is this? I have to think. What is this? Move, grab, control, adjust, control. What am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to line these guys up? Okay. Oh, and then I gotta... how am I supposed to do that? There we go. I was going to say my hand doesn't really go that way. Uh-oh, that didn't work as planned. Need a new paint job. Yikes. Uh-oh. That's your ship. Uh-oh. Zoinks. Oh, did I miss it? I wasn't paying attention. Son of a biscuit. I got killed like a red shirt. Press downward before it's too late. Yeah, my bad. I wasn't paying attention. Here, let me get some of these cool comments up. Okay, I gotta watch this. I'm supposed to do something. Oh, okay. Of course not. Oh, I think they talked about that in Deep Space Nine, although Deep Space Nine is a Cardassian station, not a Federation station, so they might not have the same technology. But I feel like there's a Deep Space Nine episode where they were talking about blowing the docking clamps. Oh, needs of the many outweigh needs of the few. Don't you know that by now, blue shirt? Yeah. You gotta listen to the captain. Sorry. I hate like that part of Star Trek that like sometimes they choose when to, like listen to orders and stuff. Cause that's not, I mean, I'm not in the military, but I know that that's not the way it is. Like if you're in the military, if you're in this organization, you listen to orders, especially on the bridge. Ugh. You got to listen. Needs of the many. What happened here? Do it. Oh my God. Why do I have to do it twice to do one thing? Poop. I got to pay attention. Oh, this guy again. Come on. What am I supposed to be shooting too? Did I die? I feel like I died again. I might not make it an hour. Jeez. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, I got to do both. You can do it. Dude, hit the weight room. Oh, for crying out loud. What am I trying to do now? Teamwork. Gotta have teamwork. Oh, I gotta do. Oh, she did. I feel like she's gonna die. Yeah. Well, I'm hitting it. What are you doing? What am I supposed to do? Oh, I wasn't in this thing. Dustin D says it was a 100-year-old part. That's why I got stuck. Because this ship, the USS Resolute, went over a refit. So what do you guys think of this game so far? I think it's a lot of busy work. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm talking and I'm not paying attention as much as I should be, but just seems like we're fixing stuff. You probably, I mean, I saw that it's like a 9-hour game, so you probably have to watch or play more to really get into the story. I mean, there's obviously something going on with that captain. Maybe since the captain wasn't on the ship, like maybe he planned this. Like oh man, she's gonna die after almost surviving. Get in there. Oh. Oh, they both survived? They're safe. Nice. Booyah. How cool would it be to serve in Starfleet? I mean, I don't even know if that technology is ever going to really happen, but sure would be cool. I know when I was a kid, that's what I always dreamed of doing. Like, maybe when I get older, technology will, you know, in 20 years, maybe we'll get to this. But no, it never happened. Ooh. Ooh, not so good. Yikes. That might leave a scar. Why does Miranda look pissed?
The systems are coming back online, but we have a fair amount of repairs before we're ready to go. Put a halt on the roll-off of Starbase engineering staff. We have a schedule. Send updates to my ready room. Commander Ryder? Me.
Is he about to reveal something?
What a debacle. I was caught with my pants down. Not even on my own ship with the weight. I'd go running out of the Starbase commander's office just to... You followed my order.
You are the captain.
That's right. But you see my problem, don't you? They were all against me.
So it's 8 o'clock. I think I'll go until the next episode starts. How about that? So you guys can see a little bit more. I hope you guys enjoy this. If you do, I'll keep doing them in the future. I know you guys haven't asked a lot of questions or whatever, but that's cool. I know we don't really have that many people in here, which is cool too. I mean, this is my first live stream, so I was surprised that even one person even one person showed up. But I think this is fun. I'm not somebody that really likes talking about myself, so it's hard for me to like bring stuff up without being asked first. But I do like doing this kind of stuff. Oh, thanks, Chuck. So this guy is all messed up. The Dominion War looked pretty crazy, though. Like to survive the Dominion War, I'm sure everybody that survived that is pretty messed up. Are there any dead Maul in Star Trek universe, Dustin Diaz? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Oh, this is another. Well, we'll do one more. That one was kind of short, so because I think all they did was talk in the ready room. So we'll do one more. But next week will be a good week. I'll have my podcast on Monday, and then I will do a breakdown of Strange New Worlds season 2, episode 1. I think I'm going to keep releasing them on Fridays. Sasha says he served in the Klingon War. No, that can't be possible. Oh, she's just saying. I think that's a comment just saying that the Klingon War is crazier than the Dominion War. Yeah, I don't know. Or are there any doll? Okay, okay. Here, let me, so people can see what I'm talking about here. So Dustin asked about Mauls, and then Sasha said that the Klingon War was worse than the Dominion War. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that because it seemed like the Dominion. I mean, the Klingons are definitely a crazy enemy, but the Dominion seemed like they were going to take over everything, if not for the Prophets and some luck. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know which is worse, the Dominion War or the Klingon War. I'd probably have to say Dominion, but I wasn't there, so I don't know. It sure seemed to affect the people. Maybe it's just how they depicted both wars on screen. Like on Discovery, they tried to depict the Klingon War in pieces, but I don't think it was as successful as how DS9 showed the Dominion War and the scale. I mean, I couldn't believe the scale of like the battles on like a television show, like on some of those Dominion War battles. You never saw that. Like now you have Star Wars and stuff on Disney Plus and stuff, but that wasn't going on, back in the 90s and the 2000s. So just the scale of stuff was so crazy. Yeah, Chuck says Strange New World season 2. We won't see season 3 anytime soon because of the writer's strike. That is true. It looks like the actors are going to go on strike here pretty soon too. The directors' strike was actually averted. The Directors Guild of America came to an agreement with the producers, but that's not really unsurprising or a big deal. It doesn't really stop anything. What? Was she drunk? What's wrong with her now? Oh, she's not married. She's got some kind of mood ring. Duridium monitor. That's not good. Oh, she's Cinderella. Turns back into a pumpkin at midnight. Just when the story's getting interesting, I'm going to have to stop playing. Uh-oh. They got her hooked up to something.
Well, that was quite a scare. Minutes more, it would have been one of the shortest tenures on record for a first officer. Is that the engineer that was out on hold? That storm did a real number on him. You should worry about yourself. The iridium levels got dangerously low and stabilized your cell structure. This is definitely one of the more memorable first I can think of. My name is Dr. Ron Duvall, Chief Medical Officer. To be honest, I've never met a Cobliad before.
Cobliad.
Where? I know. I was going to say special. People's numbers have dwindled despite the Federation's efforts to find a more readily available alternative to the iridium to survive.
Oh, they need. So they're kind of like the Jim Hadar. They need something to survive Duridium. Dustin Diaz, which writer might be a line crosser? I would say none, because you kind of, just to get one paycheck now, you screw your career over, because once the strike is over, and it will be over, you can't, the guild won't let you in, so you won't be able to get a job. So any writer that is a line crosser right now, it's, if they don't want to have a career after this year, that's fine, I guess. But like I said, the actor strike is going to happen here in the next couple of weeks. So it wouldn't make any sense for a writer to do that. But like, writers can still write on their own. I mean, if I was a writer writing for television shows and movies, I would still be writing things on my own, because people don't take that into account, like pitches. Like, writers have to come up with pitches and stuff, and those never go anywhere, and they put time into those. And when you say like writers are being, greedy, they just want a living wage. That's why they want a living wage, because not all that work they do immediately gets, it's not like you're a waiter and you get a tip for, every customer you face. Writers write tons of stuff that they don't get any money for. So everything that they do get money for, it's kind of like making up for the stuff that they didn't get money for. So if I'm a writer, I'm still writing, even though I know I'm not going to sell anything. And therefore, when the writer strike ends, I put a whole bunch of stuff on the blacklist. If you don't know what the blacklist is, it's a site that has been around for a while, and you can upload scripts to it, and people actually read them and vote on them. And certain scripts have been made into movies and shows and stuff like that. And writers have been hired because of it. So you can definitely hit the ground running once the writer strike is over and keep writing right now. But I don't think anybody's going to cross any picket lines. Victory is life. That's right. I thought for a minute those aliens that were helping Vatic in the last season of Picard were going to be like a newly designed Jem'Hadar. I know they look nothing like them, but that doesn't mean that Star Trek wouldn't design. I mean, like, I always come back to the Tellarites. Like, oh my god, they redesigned that alien race so many times. I wish they would just pick a lane. And some of them have been out there. The Klingons are probably most well known for like changing and messing up, but I think there are at least like 9 different designs for Tellarites, and some of them look like one will look nothing like another one. Wayun 100, yeah, I'd love to see Jeffrey Combs back. Yeah, put up some. If anything is being greedy, is the TV and movie companies who thought, yeah, it is. I mean, when you see how much these CEOs make and they add nothing. Like CEOs don't write, they don't act, they don't hardly even promote. And they make just so much money. That's the problem, in my opinion. Like, what do I know, right? But in my opinion, it's the top of the food chain right there in Hollywood. It's just too much. And you talk about actors, like actors make tons of money too. Only a few. I mean, it's kind of like the music business. Anyone that's been in a band knows that like people may think like at least it was that way when I was growing up in the 90s. You be in a band, and once you get on the road and have a song that people know, you're a millionaire. It's not like that. And for every millionaire, there's like 99 people that are poor and have no future because they've tried to be musicians and failed. So, just like the writers, the actors wanting a living wage and stuff like that. I think it's more about like the B actors and stuff, the day actors that, want to just have that job and don't want to have 2, 3 jobs. So Dustin D has another good comment. The longer the strike happened, the more money Paramount and Sony and Disney, the more they're hurting. So yes and no. I say that because all those companies you named have been preparing for this. So they've backlogged new content. So the consumer won't, I don't think people will really feel anything from the strike in the year 2023 into 2024. Once, probably around this time, well, depending on how long the writer strike goes, but I think around this time in 2024 is when people are going to be like, when's the next season of Cobra Kai coming out? When's the next season of Strange New Worlds coming out? And you're going to start to feel that a little bit more. But the production companies were smarter this time. They saw this coming down the pipeline, and they backlog content for a while. So at least for 2023, there isn't any company that's going to be hurting for content. It's not going to be until 2024, which hurts the writers because I don't think the writers can go 6 months without a paycheck. So it's too bad that it is like that, but hopefully it doesn't. I don't think it will force the writers or the actors to like make any wrong decisions because they seem pretty. There's a lot of solidarity there, and it seems like a lot of the ones who have made it like kind of support the ones that aren't. Chuck says everyone will be rewatching Star Trek content on Paramount Plus and YouTube. Yeah, I agree. I think that's another. If you notice, Star Trek Paramount just re-added all 10 films from TOS and TNG era back onto Paramount Plus after not being there for a year. I wonder if that was, strategic. That like, oh, now we have all these movies to watch. I've got 6 months to watch 10 movies. So maybe maybe that was their thinking there too. So maybe that's a sign. So we're at about an hour and 15 minutes. I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. I'm pretty hungry. I haven't had dinner yet, so I'm probably gonna get a bite to eat. But I do appreciate everyone who has joined me today. Thank you very much. And in a bigger light, thank you for all your support over the years. It's now almost 3 years. I'm coming up on 3 years doing YouTube and 40,000 subscribers. Blows my mind. And like I said, I think I'm going to have a video that's going to hit 1 million views. Just blowing my mind. I just released that video about Babylon 5, 100,000 views. My Star Trek Picard videos did really well. Thank you guys for that support. So I can't be happier. I really appreciate everything you guys have done to help me out. If there's anything, I can do to make my content better, please let me know. Just don't be mean. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining me. I'm going to stop the stream here, but I hope everybody has a great night, and I will see you next time on What Did I Miss?